What you're about to watch is my CTO talking to our innovation forum last year about the value of upgrading systems, in particular your desktops, getting them all to Windows 10, getting your servers all to 2016 and 2019, and really using this as a strategic advantage for security. When is the last time that your upgrades were really critically important to your security? And so, as you watch this, pay attention to some of the items that James talks about, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
14 months ago, we went through a whole, why should I do Windows 10? What's all the cool stuff that's nobody's using? Has anybody even rolled out Credential Guard? I can probably guess that everyone in this room will say, no, we never rolled out Credential Guard because most people don't even know what it does. And this was 14 months ago. And so what I realized that we have a big cliff coming up. What I realized is IT administration and security kind of went their separate ways. So more and more I get called saying, I need security help, and we're helping someone add security systems, bolt in security systems, and your IT administrators are still doing everything the way they've always done it, and they haven't changed whatsoever. So for example, when you guys rolled out Windows 10 or started to roll out Windows 10, did anyone have an IT administrator that says we have to do absolutely everything different from the ground up? Or did they just say, okay, right? Same thing with servers. You probably rolled out a 2012 R2 or a 2016, or if we're lucky, a 2019 server. Did anybody come back and say, we've got to relook at all our tools and do everything different? Generally, the answer is no. They said, cool, I want to play with the new box. Let's get it in there and hope our backups and everything else works the way we kind of expect it to. And it's funny because what we always talk about and what we want is machine learning and security. We talk about getting less tools. Bill just said doing more with fewer things, simplicity. We want self-defending networks. We want to be able to take care of our Azure instances, AWS, on-prem, colo. Who cares where it is? We want to consolidate all of this. And the really short answer is you now have to upgrade. So one of the most boring things an IT person can say, right? Hey, I need you to upgrade your old stuff. I was just recently helping someone with a really advanced, let's call it threat management solution running across 4 data centers. And I had to stop and I say, why do you still have 2003 servers? It's a little bit old at this point. And the answer was, well, it's still working and it's not cool, it's not interesting, so we're not really going to do anything with it. But at the end of the day, from a security aspect, what does that really mean? Well, that means I get flooded with so much noise that all the cool stuff everybody wants to buy and all the behavioral analytics and machine learning and everything, it's all learning on bad data. So realistically, at this point, people need to upgrade to Windows 10, Server 2019. I don't know how many people actually know that that's full production at this point. And start upgrading your Office. Because at this point, the Office application, as much as the endpoint operating system and the server operating system, they're all working together now, especially at a security level. And what we have to change is how administrators do their work. The one group who hates to change almost as much as, let's say, finance people changing their processes of how they do AP and AR, right? They don't like change. Neither do administrators, we found. They like their way of doing it. If you've got a guy who likes PowerShell, he never wants to do anything but PowerShell. If you've got a guy who doesn't do PowerShell, he wants to use all the old GUI control systems. And no one's really got a reason to stop him, really, until now. We really need to get security and IT administration at least on the same road at this point. Biggest reason is so that the stuff actually works. Right? All the third parties are going to talk about machine learning, AI, how it's going to crunch all this data, take all this telemetry data, all that kind of good stuff. And in reality, what we see is it pointing out that your IT administrators are generally doing things in a bad, old, or kind of silly manner. And that's, in a way, the death of a security system, right? If all it does is complain that the IT guys are doing things wrong, everyone thinks, well, the security system's broken, right? I got too many false positives. It's too noisy, it doesn't work. Well, in reality, what we're finding more and more, it doesn't work because no one has adapted to how the systems need to operate today. Everyone's doing it the same way they always did. People are rolling out Windows 10 and then saying, well, I should be able to use my Windows 7 group policies because they work fine. Everybody's rolling out the 2016, 2012 R2 servers and just doing the same build styles they used for 2003, 2008, 2008 R2. And in reality, the world has changed quite a good deal.